much. I think it's extremely uplifting and fun, and it's just every time I hear it, I get this huge rush, and I just wanted to share that with everyone. And me and Mark Ronson and Kevin Parker from Tame Impala and Blood Pop, who we all made the record together, and we've just been in the studio like a bunch of nerds thinking about, how dropping this big pop song, and we couldn't wait.
It's got to be exciting because music for you it's very personal. I mean, everything you release as an artist, you're into it. I mean, you like you said, you worked with all these great people. Was it fun for you to work with this team of people on this particular song?
Yeah, and I worked with Mark and Blood Pop on the rest of the album too. Mark executive produced the record.
Wow.
With me, and we also worked with Beck on the album, and I worked with Father John Misty. I worked with Florence Welsh. They're just all amazing songwriters, but it was like this incredible family that we built. And I tell so many people that as much as I love the music, the true gift of the album was the creative process and experiencing it and making these friends. It's just where I really belonged is with them. And I have just completely had the best time ever. I mean, it's what I dreamed of when I was little, It's what I want for every young girl that, is aspiring to be a singer. It's what I want her to experience in the studio, that kind of musicianship equality, between men and women, where they really embraced me as a musician. Mm-hmm. Every time I had an idea or was, singing something, or if I wanted them to change their guitar part or their bass part, or if I wanted to, throw down a synth or change a piano, or if I didn't think the drum was right, nobody was shutting me down and telling me no. Everybody was going, quick, set it up, let's find it, let's hear it. It was so giving.
Sounds like a fun process.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Do you get the chance to reflect on things while you're working on a new album? Do you ever get a chance to step back and say, wow, this is how far I've come so far in the past decade?
Well, definitely with this album, because I really made an attempt to just completely erase fame from my mind for a period of time, and in the studio. Really go back to what it is that I loved about music as a child, and then figure out how to connect to people who probably don't think they can connect to somebody like me. What do I have to say that is important now in the world that we live in? And,
that's awesome.
I kept imagining this girl in middle America with her hair back and no makeup and heirloom jewelry, Hanes long T-shirt that you would buy at the drugstore, with some rolled up jeans, a kid in her hand, a bottle of Pinot Grigio in the other, two kids running around her. And she's just got her hands up and she's crying her eyes out to every word. And she's not even understanding how I know how she feels, because she swore that someone like me could never understand her. And I wrote the whole album thinking about this girl. And it was just a couple of weeks ago that I turned to Mark and I just said, I can't, that girl is me.
Wow. That's awesome.
I said, that girl is me if this had never happened.
Oh, okay. There you go. And the album, we can't wait to hear the whole thing, by the way.
Thank you. I can't wait for you to hear it. It's very personal. So that's what I'm trying to say is, delving into, this idea of who I wanted to sing to. I realized that I was going to have to bear my pain, because that's the biggest thing that I have in common with people in the world.
Wow.
Is my emotional pain as a human being. And I realized we all go through the same stuff.
Yes, we do.
And maybe we just don't talk about it anymore, like one-on-one.
Right.
Because there's so much, internet and pictures and perfect illusions of ourselves that we're putting out into the world. So this album is about, me reconnecting, and Perfect Illusion is about, it's really a battle cry for human connection. I mean, that's really what it is. It's like I'm singing at the top of my lungs that I want real love so bad, and no matter what I see to be so perfect and real, it's just an illusion.
That's what I get from listening to the song, and I definitely can understand the story behind it. That sounds amazing to me, and I think everybody goes through that.
Yeah.
And that's what you said. You wanted people to be able to relate to what you're putting out, and
to each other.
Yeah. I think definitely we all relate to that.
Yeah.
And that's a strong song, and that's a strong first single off this upcoming album. Now, you told us who you worked with on the album. Do you have any idea when it's coming out?
It's coming out really soon. I mean, it's coming out before the end of the year. So
does that excite you as an artist?
Yeah,
it's coming
excited.
out soon.
Yeah, I'm actually going to the studio after this to keep finishing it up.
Is that kind of the process when you're working on an album? That it's kind of like day by day you're tightening it up and.
Yeah, I mean, some people will deliver things that certain maybe quicker than others, or other producers and artists have different style. Mark and I are of the school of like, you will pry it from our cold dead fingers at the last moment as we're navigating what's happening in pop culture and music and sounds, and just continuing to make it the best it can be until we give it into the world.
I love that. I have to ask you a question, Gaga. When Perfect Illusion came out, a huge world premiere around the whole entire world. What is your reaction to seeing now more than ever today in the world we live in that people could instantly let you know what they think of your new song?
I mean, it was awesome. It was overwhelming. But I have to say that, as much as I love that other people love it, it was more exciting just, I think, personally, and to put it out and have built these friendships with these great musicians. It's kind of like I want people to take that message away from the song too, and from the album in their own way, that other people's opinions, they're great, but what really matters is your perspective and your identity, and to feel good in what you make. And I just felt so proud of us as a bunch of kids that love to make music. It was kind of like, oh my God, we're on the radio all over the world. Oh my God, we're number one in over 60 countries on iTunes. Oh my God, everyone's hearing it. And yeah, the reaction, getting it right away is awesome. But what's really awesome is knowing that there's a kid out there that can hear this song and know that one day, if they work hard enough, it could be their song that's on the radio.
I love that.
Yeah, that's what I really want. I want someone to listen to the song and go, I don't want them to be like, oh, I love this song. Oh, I love Lady Gaga. I want them to be like, oh my God, I want to be an artist, or I want to go harder at what I do. I want more passion. That's what that song is about. I want more real love.
Wow, that's awesome. And Perfect Illusion is amazing. You sound awesome on the track. It's so powerful, and like just hearing your vocals cut through, you're so powerful in your vocals. And like you said, the story behind the song, I mean, it's relatable for everybody. We all have felt that at one point or another.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool to hear you sing about it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I can't wait for the whole album. You said it's coming by the end of the year. That's great. I know there's probably so many things you can't say about the album, which I could totally understand. Do you have a title for it yet?
I do have a title for it. I can't say what it is.
It's a secret.
It's a secret. But I know that you've heard some of the songs on the record, so you might be able to guess it, but maybe don't.
I won't. Don't worry. I'll be cool.
Oh, if you could just not.
Don't worry. We're good.
I will say that it's a very personal title, and that it is meant to really encompass, the nature of the whole record.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that. And don't worry, like I said, your family, so you don't have to worry about hanging out with me.
I know. Hey, listen, I said it right here on air, knowing that you could have dropped it and you didn't. So I was like, that's my OG New Yorker right there.
We're all good, I promise, Gaga. We got you.
Because they would have heard you do it anyway. Like, everyone on air would have just been like, he ratted her out.
I would never do that to you.
So, see, I knew you wouldn't.
Safe zone here. You know that.
Safe zone.
Exactly, safe zone. Perfect Illusion is the name of Gaga's new single. The album is coming between now and the end of the year. We know that. That's my window. I got a window here. We got a window.
That's the window.
And the album, we'll find out the name of it soon enough when you're ready to reveal it to the world.
Yeah, I usually get a tattoo, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we'll have a tattoo to go with the album.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's always great to see you, Gaga.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Best of luck with everything.
It's so overwhelming every time, that I put music out, that there's so much love, and I get to come in here and I relive my whole childhood of dreaming to be doing radio interviews and putting out music. So thank you so much.
You're so welcome. We love having you here.
It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to my family.
Well, we love you and we love your family, and we're so happy for you. We love the new single, and you're always welcome to come hang out anytime you want.
Thank you.